Okay, so we are finally here, guys, and I'm getting ready for the Zoom call. I'm almost ready. Let's just tune into it. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Yes. Perfect.
How is everything going?
Pretty good, pretty good. Sir, सबसे पहले, what is your name?
My name is Arundeep Singh.
Arundeep Singh, and that is the reason you have AR या कोई और reason है?
Yeah. That's the reason I have here.
Okay. And where exactly do you stay? Do you actually stay up north?
Yeah, actually, natively I'm from Kashmir, but now we are
Hmm.
living in Jammu.
Okay, perfect. ठीक है. So before we start anything, um, I want you to record yourself on your phone.
Yeah, I'm recording myself on phone, on camera, on lot of.
Perfect. You already do a lot of vlogs, so you should be good at that side of it. I'm just going to start recording.
Recording in progress.
Cool. Okay, so we will get down to more about your introduction in a little while.
Sure.
First, what we'll do is let's unbox the package that you got.
Yeah, I was also so much intrigued about it. I was just talking about this package. So, by the way, this is the package. Yeah, actually, I was very much intrigued about it. Can you give me a hint? I would like to go for a guess if you are up for it. Like,
Uh, well, it is not so much of a surprise. I
yeah, but
mean,
is
I
it
did contact you about something.
okay? Is it a heavy one or a fine one?
I think not too heavy.
Now I can guess it's below 1,000. So, yeah, let me just open it real quick. Oh well, it is a mixed. I mean, a lot of there is 900 cc as well as 1200 cc.
Yeah,
Here,
so no, good. So the 900 cc is 900 cc.
yeah.
The 1200 cc is not 1200 cc.
Okay.
Okay, so that is what we are doing today. So if you see the 1200 cc, there is a sticker on top.
Yeah. There is a sticker here. It stays.
Correct. So that is not 1200 cc.
Okay.
So yeah, so these are two different coffees that we have, and I know and I have seen your videos that you do have a hand grinder.
Yeah.
So what we will do today is we will not brew any cup of coffee. We
Okay.
are going to do something called as cupping.
Okay.
Okay, so for cupping, you don't need a brewer or anything or any equipment, but you just have to grind the coffees and you need hot water. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. Have you done cupping before?
No, I have not done. I've thought about it.
Well, today is the lucky day. Today we will
Yeah.
do cupping together. And over the course of cupping, I'll tell you what we are doing in this particular social experiment that we like to call it. And we will also talk more about yourself.
Sure.
Okay. So the first thing that we need to do is you need to make sure that you have two cups that are identical to each other.
Yeah, for sure. I will do that.
Okay. So you need to have two cups identical to each other. Do you have a weighing scale?
No, I don't have weighing scale.
Okay, so then use any spoon that you have,
Okay.
uh, either a tablespoon or a teaspoon. A tablespoon is better. Just take, if your cup is a medium size, just take 2 scoops of coffee, ground coffee,
Yeah.
and for both the packets. So 900 cc, 2 spoons, and 1200 cc, which is not 1200, again 2 spoons in another cup. Okay, but you have to remember which cup belongs to which.
Okay, I'll put the sticker or something like that.
Yeah, or what I normally do is if it is in front of me, I just put the packet behind the cup, so I know which one
Yeah,
is what.
that is a nice.
Yeah. And you require one extra small cup or a glass with a little bit of water and one spoon. So these are the requirements that you would want.
So I require 2 cups, two
Correct.
2 tablespoons,
Hmm. One
and
tablespoon is good.
1 tablespoon is good, and
Mm.
one extra cup.
Correct. With some water in it. Okay.
Yeah,
And obviously, you need to have hot water. So whether you have a kettle or if you have water that is on the stove, whatever that you want,
yeah. I've
that
placed kettle there.
perfect. So you can use that a little later. So you can arrange or you can get this thing ready.
Okay,
Okay. And whenever you're ready, we will then start from there.
okay. So I have a question that you said in the last cup, I have to keep some hot water.
Hot water, regular water does not matter.
Oh,
Just some water. That will be basically for your spoon to stay in. That's it.
all right, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll
So
just wait for you to
yeah,
set up everything.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Just give me a
Cool.
second.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is that extra cup along with a tablespoon, and here are those two similar cups. Fine.
Perfect. So if that is the cup size, then put only 1 tablespoon. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now you need to grind the coffees as if you would grind for pour over.
All right.
Okay. Not too fine, not too coarse.
Sure.
Okay.
So shall we start with which one?
You have to do both of it. So you can take some of the 900 first, grind it, put it in the cup, then do the 1200 and grind it and put it in the cup.
All right. So I'm getting a little bit sense of what this surprise is going to be, but let's not predict anything. By the way,
No, you
general
can try and spread it.
general trivia. Actually, I was just filming some behind the scenes,
Huh.
and I just filmed it in a bit of rush, and I broke my cameras.
Oh shit. That's an expensive product, no?
Yeah, I was like, although right now I'm not feeling that sad because I have a little bit excitement within me. So right now I don't know how it will feel later on, but I know later on
uh,
I'll feel very tragic.
well, if it makes you feel any better, I have broken 2 Chemex, 3 V60 beakers, and one grinder, hand grinder. So
That makes me feel a little better actually.
yeah, and
Honestly,
the number of glasses I can't even think about how many number of glasses I broke. But yeah, I mean it happens and it feels bad. It's like when you are riding your motorcycle and suddenly somebody comes and indicator toot gaya, something happens. You're like shit.
yeah.
Like,
Honest,
yeah.
like with no pride and all humility, I would say that I haven't uh, got any accidents on my motorcycle or anything
Not
broken.
yet.
Not yet.
Correct.
But
So
I'll.
when motorcyclists talk, like all the motorcyclists who are
Yeah,
like at a very good level, when you ask them, like have you ever had an accident or have you had a fall? All the good motorcyclists will always say, not yet,
yeah.
because it is something that might and mostly is always bound to happen
Okay,
at one point or
just give
another.
me a moment.
Mhm.
Just so I thought that Hario V60 spoon would be a better way to measure equal
But
coffee.
that would give you around 14, 15 grams, and your cup size are smaller.
So there are certain, there's one for 8. The levels are there.
So then you can do 8 grams.
Yeah. Let's start with this one. Okay. Let's do with. This is the 900 cc that I took first. So I'll keep it there. So there's this small story that happened with me when I was in Kashmir recently.
Mm-hmm.
I went out for a ride with a cousin of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and since I'm a new motorcyclist and I haven't got any crashes yet or any
Mm-hmm.
accident, so I was like, I was telling him, do you know how properly I ride my motorcycle? That
Hmm.
I have not even met a small accident in last 2 months. I
Hmm.
was speaking with full pride riding into the
Hmm.
valley, and after a moment, we reached a place where actually I didn't met an accident, but my bike slipped to
Mhm.
a point where I was about to slip and fall.
Uh,
At that point, I was like, no, I shouldn't do that. The pride has taken over me. So that was it.
well, yeah, I mean, what happens is like for me, example, so I'm riding on and off for the last 5 years, 6 years. I mostly do long distance ride. Okay, so I remember the first long distance that I did was 21,000 kilometers.
Okay.
While I was doing that, I remember I had five falls. Okay, five falls on my motorcycle, which is like with fully loaded luggage and everything. My computer, everything is there on the bike. And I fell down 5 times. And the sad, and I wouldn't say the sad part, the good or the weird or the ugly part was all the 4 or 5 times that I fell, I was at a speed of zero.
That seems like not ugly, I would say, but it seems a little bit, uh, what I would say, not dramatic even. It feels like a
It's
little bit
very weird.
rookish type, newbie biker.
But that's exactly how most of the motorcycles have an accident, either at closer to the house or at a very low speed or something. And most of this time that I fell, it was very funny. Like I remember once I fell because while I was trying to put my leg down, there was no road. There was like the road ends there. So there is
Oh,
like gravel. And I had nothing to put my leg on, and it was traffic, and boom, I fell. And that was like, I think, the most embarrassing fall I ever had in my life because I had my GoPro and everything set, and it was a small village, and everybody was shouting, "Oh, dekho, YouTuber aaya," and they're like chasing me. And then the moment they started chasing, and they took a little breath, and there was this traffic. I tried to brake and I fell down, and they started shouting again, "Hey, YouTuber gir gaya." I was like, shit, this is so sad. Like, it was very, very, very sad.
yeah. So what I have to do with this grounded coffee?
So now measure that 8 grams and put it in 1 cup.
Okay. So I have to put it back in that spoon.
Yeah. So when you measure, you always measure ground beans. You don't measure the beans
Oh, is that the case? And why is it the case? Like,
because if you put beans, it has more circumference area, right?
oh,
So the weight will be less.
that's a little bit scientific.
The volume, it will be like this, but the weight will be less, way less than 8 grams.
Okay, now it appears to be reaching somewhat of 10 gram portion.
Hmm. Okay. You can use that.
I can use that.
Hmm.
Oh, so I have to put that in cup, right?
Yeah, one of the cups.
Yeah, in that cup behind which that is placed.
Hmm.
So now shall I take the second one?
Yes,
Not
please.
1200 cc.
Not 1200 cc. So how did you get into coffee?
Okay, so this is not uh, a typical story, but I used to take coffee just for the sake of caffeine, if I'll be honest. Then suddenly I started YouTubing, travel vlogging and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day my friend told me that you should watch Peter McKinnon's videos because he teaches how to color grade and everything.
Hmm.
I was like, fine, okay, that's a good suggestion. So let's see what happens. I saw his certain tutorials, and then I saw his coffee video of James Coffee,
Okay.
and then I saw his other videos of him making coffee montages. And then I
Mm-hmm.
realized that, wait a minute, what I am drinking is something different from what he is drinking because
Hmm.
all the process that he's putting inside while making pour or any other sort of coffee, he's taking ground beans. And then I started reading, and then I realized because a lot of people even still don't know that instant coffee is different from specialty coffees or a completely proper way in the way which you make it. And then in this whole procedure, I first, and this was my very first Chemex which I broke. On my birthday, I bought this a package of Blue Tokai and
Hmm.
and some other things like Hario V60 and then I started experimenting. This was how it
But it
was.
started with instant coffee.
Yeah, I started with instant coffee.
So that's the story of like most of the Indians, right?
Yeah,
Like
and
everybody
even
starts.
today, when I introduce, because I like introducing my friends to coffee as
Hmm.
much as I could.
Hmm.
I've given up on my parents because they can't have coffee without sugar or milk. So I personally believe that if you want to enjoy a specialty coffee, at least you should somewhat try to have it in its pure form with just
Yeah.
in
Well,
black.
I disagree with that. So I'm a coffee professional. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, why I disagree with that is the fact that do you drink alcohol?
No. Yes, I have tried taste of it once.
Okay. Like for example, it would make sense to you. Like when people drink whiskey.
Hmm.
Okay. Imagine people drinking whiskey, especially in the uh, villages or towns or whatever it is.
Yes.
What will happen is there are like n number of different whiskeys. Okay. Some people like whiskeys with Coke. Some people like it with thumbs up. Some people like it with ice. Some people like to drink it neat. Some people say I add like a little bit of water. Some people add soda, right?
Right.
But you cannot tell what is the right way to drink whiskey.
No, I'm
If you
not
talk,
telling it.
if you talk to a purist,
Yeah.
the purist will always say you should enjoy the whiskey with nothing, probably just a little bit of water on the side. And I believe him too, because before coffee I was into whiskeys. But what I also believe and what I also feel is like the end consumer, you can never expect them to think about a product just like you are thinking in your head. Like my parents, they still drink instant coffee with sugar. My mom cannot change the way she thinks about coffee,
Yeah, I understand.
but she enjoys it like that. So let her enjoy it, right? Because
Yeah.
for me, I deal with a lot more customers, right?
Yes, I can
So
understand.
so it is like let people enjoy the way they want to enjoy coffee in whatever or however it is. I
But
don't like to add sugar to it.
but I have a question for you on that same note.
Yes, yes.
Like, okay, it's somewhat near that ring. A little bit less or more would work.
It has to be similar to the other one.
Like, there's a little less grain in it. What I'm trying to say is that it is not completely 10 grams, but it is nearing 10 grams.
So the other one was completely 10 grams, no?
Yeah.
So then इसके अंदर add a couple more beans and do it.
Okay. Yeah. So what the question I had for you was like, but when you are having coffee with milk, what I was asking, I actually forgot my question a little bit. Yeah, you can't completely differentiate in notes and all that.
You can.
You can
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it would not be as delicate and outspoken as while you're drinking only black. But it will also be there in like when you go to cafes, right? So if you see cafes which is on the internet or in other cities, there are people who are trying to make different espresso blends. Why they are doing it? Because they know the moment they change the blend, it is reflected in the final cup, whether it is a cappuccino, whether it is a flat white, latte, anything.
Yeah, I like Irish
So,
latte. I'll agree on that.
so you like Irish latte, so that means you like the flavor of Irish syrup in it, right?
Yeah, I do love
Correct.
it.
So you like that, right?
Yes.
So the moment I will change something in that equation, if I change the coffee, you will figure it out.
Yes.
Maybe not as openly or as loudly as somebody else who would like love to have a cappuccino from the same beans, but you will figure it out. It is all matter of how you train your taste.
Yeah, I'll try it in the upcoming time to figure it out.
Cool. So you have both the cups ready?
Yeah, I have both the cups ready.
Cool. You can switch your kettle on.
Sure, just give me a moment. Now, since I've broken one thing, I'm behaving a little bit cautiously now, so that
Ah.
I not break something else. So it'll take 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay. No problem. No problem.
So, shall I ask you how you started with coffee?
By mistake.
Really?
Yeah, I basically come from hotel background.
Okay.
So I used to work in hotels, um, and my expertise lied in alcohol.
Okay.
So I ran a couple of places like a bar, nightclubs, and I was training people how to become bartenders. So that is something that I really really liked, and I was working for various companies in a few different countries. I was lucky in that sense. And then I decided to come back to India because that is something that I always wanted to do. And 2015, when I came back to India, I was searching for jobs. Well, I live or I come from a state called as Gujarat, right? And there is the alcohol is banned here. So I could not find a job in the alcohol industry, at least not legally. So I had to find an alternative. And I remember in the last few hotels that I worked, tea and coffee was a very intriguing part of the job.
Hold a minute. Let me just switch it off.
Is it ready?
Yeah, it's boiling.
So now you can add the water into the cups.
Okay. Like how much water and
You put the water up till the top of the cup.
oh, in both the cups, right?
Yes.
The part for which I'm really excited today
Hmm.
is this cupping itself.
Nice.
Because I'm feeling like as if I'm in some sort of is it that what you call it, that tasting competition or something like that?
Yeah, brewer's cup, taster's cup.
Do I have to fill water in this as well?
Does that have any water?
No.
Okay, then I'd probably just add a little bit, half of the cup.
Yeah, you were telling me your story of
Yeah, so when I came back to India
yeah.
and I was finding a job,
Okay.
uh, what happened was, wait, I'm just going to take a picture. So what happened was when I finally found a job, I found something in the coffee industry,
Oh,
and when I did that, I applied for it, and it was basically about training people and opening new coffee shops. So I did that, and then slowly I got into coffee. And 2018, I remember I did my first barista on bike trip. So while I was doing a ride across the country, I came across a lot of specialty cafes, and I got really intrigued by specialty coffee and the idea behind specialty coffee, which which is also quite challenging at this moment. But yeah, that's when I got really into coffee and started training, consulting, and all of those things. but I also realized as I grew into this industry is that at the end it's all about customers' preference, and you cannot be an asshole and tell people, you should only do this or you should only do this or you can
Yes.
only enjoy like this. So that is what led me to doing a lot of different stuff. So I work at the farm for a few months in a year, and I also work at the different projects around coffee for the rest of the year.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and then yeah, that's why Trip Machine happened, and so we have now we have finally developed our first Moto Cafe.
Where
So we
is
have
it? I don't have any idea about it.
so it will release in this coming week or so. So we have a new motorcycle, a nice Royal Enfield, an old Royal Enfield with a sidecar, which is converted into a cafe.
That's
So
nice.
yeah, so yeah, there's like a espresso machine. There's like a grinder. There is a rinser, sink inside. So everything is built on the motorcycle.
That's something different.
Yeah, so that's the reason we did that, and yeah, it's been pretty good. And with Trip Machine, it's the same idea, right? Trip Machine, the idea is that A, we are not specialty coffee. B, it is simple, like it's coffee. If you like it,
So
you
it's
order
it's
it, you
not
buy it.
from some sort of estates making some specialty coffee. No.
It is from the Chikmagalur region. So a roaster that I know of, he sources coffees from different places, but it is not specialty coffee.
Okay.
So, but do you know what specialty coffee is?
As far as I've read, I know that specialty coffees are made in a way that they have certain flavor notes that enhance the taste of a taster.
That is not specialty coffee, and this is the reason why Trip Machine is not doing specialty coffee, because most people in the country do not know what specialty coffee is.
So what is specialty?
Uh, so specialty coffee is, so there is no one definition to it, but the idea is that your coffee should be 100% traceable. Your coffee should be fairly paid, fairly traded, and then obviously at certain point it should be, when it comes on the cupping table, it should score above a certain point. So
So
there
the
is a point system.
parameters should be crossed or something like that.
Correct. Which is good in a way, but also because most people do not know what specialty coffee is, and non-specialty coffee is also good coffee. It's
So
just that it's
you're saying like the acidity and everything, it has to be beyond or below or whatever you can say.
it's not not as simple or way more complicated like that. Like it's like a whole new topic.
Okay,
So that
let's
is
not
something.
just go deep in
Yeah.
that.
So we can talk about it some other time. But yeah, we'll get into that. So you've hit a 4.5 minutes right now. I'm just checking at the time.
Okay.
Now take your spoon,
That's,
okay, and like very gently stir the top portion of the cup. Very gently, just
just
stir
the
the
top.
top, just the top portion. वहाँ पे there will be a crust-like thing formed.
Okay. Ouch. Like lightly and gently.
Yeah,
Just once.
yeah. Once, couple of times, that's fine. Just make sure that there is no crust anymore.
Okay, okay, I got it.
And probably at this point, you can also try and smell if you can smell something.
Shall I be honest with you?
Yes, please.
Okay, so recently I took aroma of Barbara Estate, and as compared to that one, this not 1200 cc is really harsh on my nose.
Okay,
That's all I can say right now.
fair enough.
And now, what to do? The similar
Do
process
this. Yeah,
after
just
placing in water.
rinse. Yeah, do the same thing with the other one.
Can I smell both again?
Yeah, 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 obviously.
Okay, now I'm confused because this 900 cc is a little bit stronger than 1200 cc in aroma. I don't know why.
What do you mean by stronger?
Aroma is a bit harsh on nose.
Okay,
Okay, let
cool.
me do
So,
it properly.
no, no, no. What you're saying is okay, but the words that you're using is incorrect for coffees.
Okay, so
For
what?
example, you cannot smell anything strong because strength is based on things like caffeine or things like the TDS, like how many dissolved solids are there. So when you say that you're smelling something strong, the correct word to use is it is more intense.
Yes, I think that's intense.
So yeah, in coffee, a lot of these words and terminologies is very confusing. So it is very important to use the right terms. This is something that I normally do in my sessions. So we'll keep it out.
It's
So
okay.
yeah. So what do you feel about this, and what do you feel about this?
I think 900 is slightly little intense.
Mhm. Then this one,
Then not
not 12.
1200 cc.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Now what you can do is take that spoon and whatever white froth has formed on top of that cups,
Yeah.
take those froth, clean it up, and put it in that glass with water.
So I have to completely remove all that froth.
Anything that is froth like which is floating on top, so that your cup is clear from top.
I can see black coffee completely, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So all the people who are watching, they can take some notes right here from the expert himself.
And very interestingly, if you do not have any equipment to brew, you can also brew it like this and drink it.
Yes, that's understandable. I once saw this cupping process in James Hoffman's video.
Mhm.
So I thought, why not just taste it like this? But then I was like, it it appears a little bit primal in its way, not sophisticated. You just, but I don't know why I have become like that. But honestly, this is something that I'm not very proud to admit. But whenever I see somebody drinking anything which is, as we would say, a purist wouldn't like it, I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, man, what are you drinking? Let me teach you. Like, let me teach you how to drink coffee.
Well,
So,
that is a good thing. I mean, if we had 1,000 or 10,000 more people like you, we'll have better coffees all around us, right?
yeah,
Cool. So we have to wait for another minute and a half.
okay.
So at this point, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, so first of all, like, where shall I start?
Wherever.
Okay, so I'll talk about how I got into everything creative and all. First of
Hmm.
all, I was like other casual kid around here, and eventually I got into poetry and everything. And by the way, when I did my schooling, I went to LPU to do engineering.
Hmm.
So basically, it was the very second semester that I dropped out of it
Hmm.
because I realized that I want to do literature and something creative because I was writing little bit of poetry. But by the end of second semester, I started writing a book,
Hmm.
and since some other things happened, and I got somewhat of experiences of life, so I thought, oh, why not just articulate all these things and start writing? And then I
Hmm.
came here and I still write. I'm writing my fiction right now. It's my second book. So along with that, I started to think about life in some existential ways and everything. And I thought, let's travel a little bit and document those experiences. and in that manner I started to travel along and vlog those experiences, and in this manner I started this journey of social media content creator as well. And eventually then from that manner I started to just make those vlogs, or you can say those short films, a little bit more cinematic, a little bit more aesthetic, eye pleasing. And eventually, yeah, in this manner I got into, since I like traveling, I got a little bit enticed towards recreational vans, motorcycles. And along with that, the story of how I got into coffee,
Hmm.
Peter McKinnon. So this is how I just, how what my life is right now.
How old are you?
I am 25.
Nice, man. You've like done a lot of things at that age. That's pretty cool.
Like, yeah, I think the reason why I got so, I don't know the exact word, but attracted towards Trip Machine, and I got to know about Trip Machine by a friend of mine. His
Hmm.
name is, how to pronounce it, Aaron J3. So
Okay.
uh, I think he's more crazy than me for motorcycle and motorcycle stuff. So I
Okay.
saw a lot of hand grips and everything related to motorcycles. And I personally myself do some handcrafting and things like that.
Hmm.
So that's how I and him, we met each other online. So I was like, wow, they are doing all these things like motorcycling, crafting, handcrafting, everything. I don't know probably more about that, but along with that, they're also into coffee,
Hmm.
which I think came later, not
Hmm.
before. So I was like, this is interesting. Why not? Let's just try something from them. So
Hmm.
this is how all this happened, and I just try to introduce myself in a small nutshell.
No, that's great, man. I mean, I think I remember our founder of Trip Machine. He shared a video of you, and he was like, this is pretty cool. I was like, yeah, this is really nice. And since you're already into motorcycling, and then I remember you had posted about a video about third wave coffee, and then we were saying that you're going to put a blog about Trip Machine Coffee later on, and so yeah, before you did that, we were like, why don't we do the experiment with this guy as well? He seems to be cool. He seems to be interesting. He loves motorcycle. He likes coffee. Perfect match for what we need. So yeah, that's when I then I approached you and like, let's do this.
I'm glad that
Cool.
you did. How was your
Okay, so
experience?
now we are at the 14-minute mark. So I
Okay,
would want you to take that spoon and take a taste of the not 1200 cc coffee.
okay. Take a small sip.
Whatever, one spoonful, whatever sip that you want.
It's gentle.
Okay.
I mean,
Now, in that box, you might have received a small paper of flavor wheel.
this one.
Yep.
Okay.
Have you seen this before?
Yes, I've seen this. Not seen. I would say,
Hmm.
uh, from what I'm seeing right now,
Hmm.
I've heard this kind of thing from James Hoffman in one of his videos. How to taste
Correct.
coffee.
So when you taste coffee, obviously coffee has a lot of flavor notes inside, which is subjective to everybody, right? So you can always think about some flavor notes that you can connect with,
Yeah.
like you mentioned in your vlogs and your stories. Now, when you taste this coffee, think about the flavor notes that you can think of and try and pick at least three flavors, either from that flavor wheel or just what you think of your head. for this particular coffee.
Shall I recommend this flavor wheel ones?
You can use the flavor wheel, you can use anything outside the flavor wheel, that's up to you. But if you are using the flavor wheel, remember how you read the flavor wheel is from the center to the outer circle.
Yeah, the outer circle is very big.
Yeah, so what happens is in the center you will have main dividing factors, then you have a little more dividing factors, and then you'll have the bigger options to select from.
Okay. Like, is it necessary to go completely towards the outer circle, or can we keep a little bit inside?
If you go towards the outer circle, that will be more precise.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't got so much precision in that very first sip.
Take more sips, take a couple more sips, and think of it. You have to give me 3 notes.
Okay, now I'm ready. So here's the thing. Uh, there is a subtle spiciness in it, I would say. Not much, but a
Hmm.
subtle one. And that I'm getting off is okay. Do you know Hindi a little bit? Because I sometimes mistake some things for others. So is clove kali mirch?
No, clove is long or lavang.
That one here. Uh, Long is also one jewelry piece as well.
Correct, but long is also that spice.
Yeah, yeah. So
Uh,
I'm getting a little bit clovish kind of note, and along with the nuttiness of almond.
hmm.
Okay. Beyond nutty and spicy, I haven't got much.
So you have
But
to give me 3 notes. So that is
yeah, the third
almond.
one I would say a little bit of. Have you ever tasted those you know peanuts which have been heated a little bit on sand?
Roasted or heated. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
that kind of peanut flavor as well.
ठीक है, fair enough.
And apart from that, little bit woodiness, not much, little bit woodiness.
So if you had to pick 3, okay, let's say 4. So then you have clove, you have
Yes,
almond, you have woodiness, and
woodiness.
you have
That roasted peanut.
okay. So peanut. So almond, peanut, woody, and clove.
Yeah,
ठीक है.
woody comes in the last, the very
ठीक है.
least.
ठीक. Now I will tell you. So this coffee is not our coffee. This coffee is from another roaster in the country that I also like to drink a lot. And I will tell the notes that the roaster has put it on the website or on the packet of the coffee.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll go again. You said almond, roasted peanut,
Peanuts,
cloves, and
cloves,
woody.
wood.
Okay. And the company or the roaster has mentioned on the packet banana, orange, syrupy. Okay.
Okay.
And wait, there's one more. Yeah. Banana, orange, syrupy, and sweet. These are
Wait
the
a
4
minute.
there. Okay. Cool. Now do the same thing with the 900cc.
Okay. But I got that reaction. Wait a minute, kind of. What is happening here? Wow, I'm not tasting much of a difference right now. Shall I take a sip of water?
Yes, please do that.
I had my favorite mug with me, the one which you mostly see in the YouTube videos.
We are also releasing our mug soon. Trip Machine.
The ones which are in the pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting it.
So you have to pick 3.
I want to pick four this time, honestly. Okay, so first of all, I'll tell you that I can honestly say that this one sounds very floral and fruity to me. So that's the very
Okay.
first thing. Now I'll go into precision. Rose, pomegranate, and third one, apple.
Rose, pomegranate, and apple.
Apple.
Okay. So now I will tell you what we have mentioned on the website, on our website and the aggregators website. Okay, we have mentioned only one note for flavor and one note for smell or aroma. Okay. So we have written it smells like coffee and it tastes like coffee. So we have not put in any specific notes. And this is exactly why we have not done that. Because the flavor notes that we see are, I'm not saying it's not right. It's right. It's very good. It's very nice. It's guided. It's very good. They put a lot of research and tasting and work behind it. But at the end of the day, all the flavors are very subjective. What
Yeah,
you perceive it as rose, I might perceive it as something else, right? And
yeah,
if you are getting hazelnut in that or peanut roasted in that, I might not get that.
yes,
That is why we have mentioned it smells like coffee and it tastes like coffee. If you like it, you can order it, drink it. If you don't like it, order the coffee that you like. It's simple. We are not saying that we are a better coffee. We're just saying that we are coffee. पीना है तो पियो, नहीं पीना है तो जो अच्छा लगता है वो पियो.
honestly, when you just gave me the flavor notes that they have mentioned, the first one, not 1200cc, some other brand. By that moment, I realized, okay, now this is going into subjectivity.
But that's all it is. It's all very subjective to the taste that you have had in your past. It's all based on your memory, right?
Yes,
So
I think so because once somebody asked me that how you get so many notes? Are you
Hmm.
trying to like fake it? And
Hmm.
I will like honestly, what I feel is that when because I saw it in and it wasn't a coffee tasting video, it was a whiskey tasting video. By
Hmm.
the way, since you are a whiskey aficionado, if I would say, or even
Hmm.
a whiskey enthusiast,
Hmm.
so there's this channel, Jeremy Sayers.
Hmm.
So he once said that if you taste something and then you get a memory from past, or even some kind of thing that you have eaten before that comes into your mind.
Hmm.
So basically, that is what I consider as tasting mode in me.
Correct. Absolutely. I've I remember, so when I do tasting workshops, I encourage people to use as bizarre and as honest thing that they can think of. Like, there are, when you do tasting, for example, whiskeys, there are certain whiskeys which are very phenolic, which is very medicinal. So there are a certain type of whiskeys which are extremely smoky, like a Lafroig or a Lagavulin or one of those things, or something from the Isle of Islay. You will actually get notes of Dettol. You will actually get notes of what do you say, damp socks, wet leather. And I know it sounds funny, but that's how it reminds me of. And that's exactly what it reminds me of. And to a lot of people, it reminds the same thing.
Okay,
But again,
yeah,
when you,
actually, it reminded me of a video that I saw of his, where he
hmm,
was saying that it reminds me of the
my
not the
grandma's
taste,
cupboard,
but the armpit smell of somebody, and that was funny.
there are people who've said that, it reminds me of my grandma's bed sheet, because a
Yeah,
grandma's bed sheet is so different and it always smells a particular way.
yeah.
So taste is all subjective, and that's the reason we are doing this social experiment, where we just want people to enjoy coffee regardless of whatever it is written.
Yes, I understand.
Cool. I hope you enjoyed it, and now you know how to cup the coffees and probably taste the coffees.
Yeah, which
You
is
can
really good way.
continue. So you can continue practicing on it.
Yeah,
Next
I
time,
will.
probably you do the same thing with the same coffees, and write down under the cup which cup is what, and try to identify which one is 900, which one is not 100, 1200 cc. This way, you're training your head to understand, okay, can you actually get the flavor or not?
That's a good way.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome, man. Thank you very much for joining in. It was
Well,
fun to
the
have
pleasure
you.
was all mine. Honestly, I learned a lot.
Cool. Okay, so if possible, do take a picture of your setup and the screen right now.
Uh, I think. Wait a second. Yeah, I can do that. I should. By the way, I think it has turned into a podcast because it was showing like almost
1 hour.
complete 1 hour, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
Awesome. Cool. So you can post the picture later on and tag Trip Machine Coffee, Trip Machine, and myself, Barastan Bike. And thank you very much. And if you do like the
You're
coffee,
most
do let us know.
sure.
And yeah, we'll keep you posted on what happens with this video and when we're gonna release it.
Glad to know that.
Awesome. Chalo. Take care,
Okay.
man. Bye.
You too. Bye. Okay, guys. So it was a nice experience, and in the end of the day of this podcast or whatever you want to call it, I realized, or we can say that it was a lesson for everybody out there that yeah, man, tasting notes are subjective, and yeah, it was a good experiment with Trip Machine. I don't know why I'm holding these two packages, but yeah, it was really nice tasting this coffee. All this cupping method and everything was so great for me. It was a great experience. Yeah. And in the end, I just want to say if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. And for more such coffee tasting episodes, for more such coffee tasting experiences, make sure to hit the subscribe button.